Hi class, today we're going to implement scoring in our game. So it's a pretty easy system, but we'll basically have a score tag along the top of the page, and on that score tag we'll just be incrementing the score every time we cross a new pipe. And so to get started, we are just going to add another element in our HTML. And we'll call it div. We'll say the class, no, sorry, the ID is a score. And we'll just put score 0 to start it off. And we have our closing div tag. And in our CSS, we're just going to have a pound score. And we can say, actually, let's just see what it looks like first. So we've got it right here. I'd like to move it on the right side of the screen, make it look a little bit bigger, and I don't like the white bar. I'm going to make it maybe like a dark blue bar. So background color, blue, text align, right, and then we'll give it padding, maybe like 4 pixels, and fonts. This one we can take a fun font. Most of the time fun fonts end up being a design mistake. In a game, I think that's maybe the place where it's appropriate. So we'll import it. And we'll add it to the score. Oh, and let's color the background of let's color the font white. And then CSS text unselectable. And just user select none. And we can make it compile for all of the other, or work on all the other versions. Right now, I'm focusing just on getting this to work on Chrome, and later we can concern ourselves with making it work on other devices. Oh, and then the font size. And we'll just make it 150%. Now, really what the score is measuring, it's just measuring how far to the right we are going. So, which is the bird's X position. So that's going to be what we work with right now. So in our JavaScript, we can come down here and we can say function set score, and in our update we can say set score, and we can just say document dot get element by ID dot inner HTML equals score colon and plus bird dot X, the bird's X position. And then get element by ID. What's the, we called it score. And let's see if that works. And so our score is climbing. It is keeping to score, but what we want is we want to get a point for every time we pass a pipe. And so really all we're going to do is divide this big score by something. So let's say bird.x, and just to make it cleaner code, I'm going to say var s equals bird.x. And then we can put an s here. And then we're going to say s equals s divided by. Now, how often do the pipes come out? So we have it up here. I don't think we do. So set up clouds, draw hills, set up hills, draw all pipes. Is it divided by pipe gap? Draw a set of pipes. Okay, so pipe gap. So we'll divide it by pipe gap, and then we'll round it down. So math.floor rounds our number to the nearest integer down. So we have nothing, nothing, nothing. We got a point. Got another point. Got another point. So in actuality, we are. What happens is in the very beginning, there's a little bit of a gap before we start. That gap happens to be twice the distance of one pipe. That might change at some point. So before we keep going, I'm going to just close up these functions. Camera pan divided by pipe gap, okay. This will just make it a little easier for us to find our code. Set up pipes, that's fine. And then in draw all pipes, start I, draw a set of pipes, pipe plus pipe plus 600. So that 600 is we're going to do bird x minus 600. If s is less than 0, s equals 0. Let's see how this looks. So 600 is too much, so we're going to change it to 300. That's because the bird's flying onto the screen as well. So, and that actually should look good for our scoring. We got a point. And we can shift it a little more if we don't want to get the point right in the middle or where it is, but it's pretty good and it's lining up with the pipes. So I'm satisfied with that. Thank you, and in the next video we're going to make the clouds and the hills look a little better.